This is Saji. Saji is 15 years old and is happily floating through his first year of high school. One day, Saji's teacher, Miss Kupak, assigns a 5-page paper on the American political system. Saji, like most kids his age, spends his time playing video games, texting on his cell phone, and thinking about getting his driver's license. As you can imagine, Saji has no idea where to start on this assignment. After thinking for hours, Saji decides he's going to write a paper on political connections in the United States. He has some general ideas about how politicians are connected, but he doesn't know much about specific relationships between politicians. So he gets on his computer, goes to Google, and searches for websites that display political links. He arrives at Poligraph's website and finds a goldmine of information that lets him write an awesome report. Once he's at Poligraph, Saji searches for John McCain, the senator from his home state of Arizona. He clicks on Senator McCain's name, which brings up a brief profile of the senator. After quickly reading through the profile, Saji clicks Add to Visualization, which centers the visualization on Senator McCain. Senator McCain also shows up in a box below the visualization, which allows Saji to quickly access his profile and remove him from the graph. Saji can now see that John McCain is often mentioned in the news with President Barack Obama, Jan Brewer, the governor of Arizona, and John Kyle, the junior senator from Arizona. He looks over at the news feed on the left side of the page and sees the news stories that have been popping up most recently for John McCain. This is where he learns about the immigration debate that is centered on Arizona. Saji also notices that Senator Lindsey Graham from South Carolina is connected to Senator McCain. Saji double-clicks on Senator Graham's node to recenter the visualization on Senators McCain and Graham. He looks at the news feed and sees that the two most important stories concerning these two senators are the immigration debate in Arizona and the effects of the stimulus package in South Carolina. After reading through some of the news stories on the news feed, Saji starts to understand a little more about the important players in the immigration debate and the climate change debate. However, he doesn't quite understand how the two topics are related. So he goes to the forum on the bottom left side of the page and posts a question about the topics. He also generates a link to the visualization he is looking at and puts that in the forum post so other users will know what to look at. Within minutes, Kai, a graduate student from MIT, replies to Saji, telling him that a climate change bill had been making headway in Congress, but was now pushed back because of the immigration debate. Proponents of the climate change bill have been speaking out about this in the media. Saji plays with the visualization for some more time, exploring connections between different politicians and generating visualizations to put in his report. After many hours of work, Saji submits his report on political connections in the United States. This is where Poligraph can have the greatest benefit for its users. By using publicly available RSS feeds from different news sources, Poligraph lets casual users and political junkies learn more about how our political system works. It can also serve as a research tool for teachers who want to get their students interested in government, and for academics who need to understand qualitative connections between members of the political community. By helping our populace become more educated and politically aware, Poligraph can help raise the level of political discourse in the United States. Oh, and Saji gets an A+ on his report.